come to redeem our pledge to do our best to solve the housing problem.
Of all human basic needs, housing arguably poses the greatest challenge. This incontrovertible assertion has been observed since the beginning of human history. This is because adequate shelter is recognized worldwide as a basic necessity and prerequisite to survival. A place which provides shelter, refuge, comfort, security and dignity. Secondly, it must be emphasized that a buoyant housing sector is an indication of a strong investment in future economic growth and development. In Lagos State, the present administration is aware of the attendant impact of shelter on welfare and productivity of the people. A strong housing program will inevitably generate a strong economic base for increased employment, prosperity, job creation and healthy living conditions. The urban nature of Lagos State has not only resulted in the phenomenal rise in the population number and size of settlements in the state, but has also manifested in acute shortage of adequate dwelling units, high rent rates and emergence of slums. Despite the many welfare programs competing for government resources, including the high cost of building materials, which has made construction to become capital intensive, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration remains resolute about increasing the number of housing units built. He is also conscious of how to facilitate easy and low-cost mortgage facilities for low-income earners. As a matter of emphasis, the housing situation in Lagos is too critical and capital intensive for government to redress alone. This has made the present administration to redefine the role of government in the delivery process by enhancing the role of private sector players. Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola therefore reevaluated the operational environment with the aim of removing bottlenecks, thereby strengthening a private sector delivery process. Among the strategies adopted in facilitating an enabling environment includes the making of equity contributions in terms of providing land for genuine investors, provides rebate on government fees such as stamp duty and building plan approvals, and occasionally complements cost of infrastructure. Government also partakes in direct construction through reputable contractors and direct labor. As a responsive government, direct provision was not completely jettisoned, as the construction of some units is still being pursued. Among the projects the administration has been able to deliver includes the 336 units Michael Otedola Estate located at Odoragoshi in Ekpe. It is situated on 9.60 hectares of land. The estate comprises 160 units of room and parlor, 86 units of one room and 90 units of 3-bedroom flats. There are maximum security in the estate as a result of the location of a police post. Also, in a bid to ensure that a functionally planned human settlement is achieved, government has provided on the estate a health center with male and female wards and 3 consulting rooms, constant supply of water, tarred internal roads and drainages, 3 facades with gatehouses. The buildings are linked with interlocking paving stone walkways. The estate is also complemented by beautiful landscaping and green area to make it more environmentally friendly. The estate is designed for low-income earners.
I assured you then that we had already built a stock of houses which will form the pilot with which the housing policy we had developed will take off. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me restate what I have already said in the past, that the problem of housing was not that of building alone. It was also a problem of sustainability. The problem manifests itself in various forms, such as the congestion in our ports, which compounds the cost of the imported components of building materials. The rate of foreign exchange, which adds to the cost of building. The absence of long-term mortgages and funding, also exacerbated by high interest rates, which compel our citizens to desperate conditions in order to raise money to pay for their houses in one single payment. The reluctance of investors to invest in housing because of the difficulty of repossession when tenants default. Because we understood the problem, we decided to engage it methodically. Immediately after the government was formed and after the election was won, our dynamic House of Assembly endorsed the multi-pronged solutions we proffered by promptly passing the new housing and tenancy law, by eliminating many of the difficulties that the old law inflicted on landlords who wanted to recover their premises from defaulting tenants. That new tenancy law also introduced many other innovative policies for the benefit of landlords and tenants alike, and we are already getting reports of its favorable implementation by landlords, estate agents, and tenants who are operating in the housing market.
As part of the Lagos Home Ownership and Mortgage Scheme, the 112 units Olaiton Mustafa and Adeton Mustafa estates were completed and commissioned. Here, government also provided on the estates an estate manager's office, mini water treatment plant, tarred internal roads and drainages, 2 facades with gate houses, soft and beautiful landscaping.
I am convinced that the solution to the challenges of housing that our people face will not be achieved simply by government alone building houses. This is because the problems that stand in the way of supply of affordable housing for our people extend beyond what a state government alone controls. The solution to this problem therefore requires a combination of forces of government and of private sector collaborating in using investment in housing, developing or inducing a fiscal and monetary policy control, the control of the exchange rate and interest rates in such a way that they become friendly to the housing sector. It requires government to evolve policies that lead to competitively priced building materials and the cost of labor. It requires government also to appropriately price fuel, to run construction equipment and transport building materials in a way that will positively impact the housing sector and assist the delivery of housing.
In Igbobo, Ikorodu, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration handed over another estate situated on a total area of 3.352 hectares of land. The estate comprises of 256 flats. This is divided into 3 twin blocks of 32 units of 1-bedroom flats. On the estate, government equally provided borehole, police post, civic hall, paved interlocking walkways and beautiful landscaping.
This premises, the glory of God,
It's epoch-making, is unique, is first of its kind in this town. and we are very happy about it. All citizens of this town, from the cabinet down the line, that's why you can see everybody here in uniform. They are very happy.
With this kind of project now, what next for this community?
For
this community?
Well, I will see this project as a takeoff of further development, because many people are going to move in here. They are coming in persons, they are coming with their vehicles. Certainly, it is going to have the multiplier effect of looking after our roads, improving other facilities. I am sure the state government will do that.
Two projects, and it's sort of enlightenment for our area, for my local government, because with the influx of new people to this place, it will boost our morale in Lagos State. It brings in more people to live with us. It encourages our business. I mean, it will boost our business. It will encourage people to, with this new system now, it will bring people in from all over Lagos State to come and be our neighbor here. And then it will help our local government, sort of encouragement, and it will help our market women, because now that people are here, our market will increase. Our women too will increase in their productivity. And as regards development, it's going to help our development much, because Lagbus will now be running Gbogbo for us. Even other transporters too will make good bargain from it.
In Apapa, the Lagos State Development and Property Corporation (LSDPC) completed the HAB Fashion Court, which was commissioned by Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola. The estate, situated on 1.635 hectares, consists of 10 blocks of 6 units of 3-bedroom flats, totaling 60 units. The flats are luxuriously designed to meet the taste of the target market.
We respond very positively and aggressively to the housing needs and challenges of Lagosians. Between September this year and today, which is about 3 months, when I commenced the handing over of completed housing projects, this facility in Apapa today is the 4th housing project we have completed and handed over. This model confirms my previous assertions that we will be tackling the housing problem from a multi-strategic approach. This approach in Apapa, by which we build for the rich to earn profit, to subsidize the poor, is different from the strategy that we use in the $10 housing scheme in Ekpe, in the Olaiton Mustafa and Adeton Mustafa schemes in Ojokoro, which were driven by direct government funding in a way to subsidize the cost of delivering the houses. It is also different from the approach that we used in the Elegant Court project in Ikota, where government only provided the land with a view to sharing profit from the sale by the private developer, through which government again can continue to fund its social commitments and obligations. On this day, to commemorate the official opening of the HAB Fashion Court, the glory, the benefit, the humanity, and I pray that all who live here will continue to prosper.
At Ikota Lekki, Elegant Court Estate was completed and commissioned. The estate boasts of 72 units of 3-bedroom flats on 1.9 hectares of land. Its features include a shopping mall, tarred road network, drainages, central sewage system, swimming pool and lawn tennis court, central alternate power supply, water treatment plant, central gas distribution system, solar street lighting and CCTV system. It must be emphasized that this estate is a product of PPP, where government partners with private sector to increase the stock of houses available for Lagosians.
It will require a broad-based coming together of all stakeholders, from the state government to the federal government and particularly the private sector. I also stated that our government had been working diligently to create the platform for this collaboration. From Ojokoro a few days ago, we gathered today in Ikota to behold the evidence of one of the successes of our efforts. We have come this far because of our very clear understanding that there are entrepreneurs in our society who have what we want and that we also have what they want. They want to do legitimate business by building houses to be sold to the middle and upper income strata of our society, where there is a clear market demand. We have the land that we hold in trust for the people of Lagos State. We have thus engaged them to create a partnership where they offer to take credit from Skybank to finance construction, and we offered to provide land and share the profits from the sale of the houses to be built.
Again, many other housing projects are also ongoing. Among these is the Iloro Housing Estate Agege, which has been completed and is awaiting commissioning. Also, 2 other estates are ongoing and will soon be completed. They are Ikeja GRA Housing Scheme and the Bagada Housing Estate. Provision of accommodation is naturally capital intensive. Affordability thus implies that for low and medium income salary earners to be able to buy houses, there must be in place a mortgage finance system. As a matter of fact, one of the major challenges that impedes home ownership is the inability of the prospective homeowner to access mortgage facilities from financial institutions due to high interest rates. In order to make up for the absence of an enduring mortgage system and ensure that even the less privileged could acquire decent accommodation, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration has approved payment options that would allow interested allottees to make equity payment and spread the balance for a period of 10 to 25 years. The Home Ownership Mortgage Scheme (HOMS) provides the pool of housing units of various categories. The prospective homeowner must have a verifiable source of income. The interest rate is just 6%, while the required equity contribution is only 30%.
One of the promises that we made at the inception of this administration was to develop a scheme for the provision of affordable housing to the people of Lagos State. We have since embarked on this project, and in the next few weeks we will steadily unveil the modalities for the operation of the Lagos Home Ownership and Mortgage Scheme, which will be known as Lagos Homes. And Homes here is H-O-M-S, Lagos Homes. The objective of the Lagos Home Ownership Mortgage Scheme is to design a vehicle that will help make the dream of owning a home available and achievable. The scheme will provide equity funding on the platform of mortgage financing for the purchase of homes, whereby applicants will become proud owners of their own homes upon the payment of an equity contribution not exceeding 30% of the price of the housing unit, with the balance payable over a period of 10 to 20 years from the commencement of the mortgage. The scheme is primarily designed for first-time buyers who, in the process of the implementation of the scheme, those are applicants entering into the home ownership market for the very first time. Naturally, Lagos Homes will be regulated by certain rules of pre-qualification,
all of which will be available on the website that I will launch today. This will include a sworn buyer's affidavit, attesting that the applicant does not own a property anywhere within the territory of Lagos State, proof of employment, whether salaried employment or self and gainful employment, residency in Lagos State, and of course the evidence of payment of his income tax. Any false deposition in the buyer's affidavit will be a ground for repossession, and this will be without prejudice to other criminal sanctions that may be imposed by law. Similarly, applicants will be required to execute a contract of sale and a deed of mortgage, and these documents will govern the transaction and set out the rights and obligations of the parties. The Lagos Home Ownership Scheme will be launched with a pool of housing stock that is presently available to the Lagos State government. More housing units will be offered for sale under the scheme as they are built and completed.
On the part of government, this administration continues its efforts to ensure that there is improvement in the quality of lives of the people. This is by creating a better habitation and reducing the number of those that are inadequately housed. In all the estates, first-class facilities have been put in place. As beneficiaries of these government initiatives, residents have a major role to play in ensuring that the facilities are well utilized and maintained. Government strongly favors the development of a strong resident association for this purpose. The government of Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola is already accelerating plans to conclude other housing units that have been started, while plans are underway to start new ones so that the continuous delivery of housing units can be guaranteed periodically. As they are completed, they will be added to the stock of Lagos Homes project for onward sale to Lagosians on mortgage, or what people call rent to own.
We remain committed, not because we have to be committed, but because we are persuaded by the merit of that vision as encapsulated in the 10-point agenda which we fashioned for Lagos.
That agenda is developed and founded around only one objective: the prosperity of the people of Lagos. Everybody in this state is important. Whatever role you play, you have a place in that agenda. But it is instructive to emphasize that that agenda has been so carefully thought out, so carefully arranged, so painstakingly planned, that it will be a great danger to alter it. That agenda does not seek to paper cracks. It does not seek to paint over problems. It seeks to unravel the cause of the problem and to solve them in a methodical and progressive manner.
For some of the hospitals here, we did this for two reasons. One, for those of them that do not have maternal and child health services, the idea was to complement those services and take them a full-fledged hospital. But more importantly, we want to address the issue of high maternal and child mortalities in the state. And these maternal and child health centers are supposed to act as referral centers to all the primary health care centers in the local government areas. It's a 4-story building, fully equipped with the state-of-the-art equipment, provide all the services that are required for mother and child, starting from outpatient services, family planning, antenatal care clinics, surgical services for both mother and children, diagnostic services, state-of-the-art, ultrasound, etc. This is how we have them all over the state.
Every minute, women die from pregnancy-related complications across the world. 1 in 19 women die in Africa alone as a result of poor health delivery system. Maternal mortality is one of the most serious problems in the world. The World Health Organization, WHO, defines maternal death as the death of a woman while pregnant or within 42 days of termination of pregnancy from any cause related to or aggravated by the pregnancy or its management, but not from accidental cause. The alarming number of women that die through pregnancy complications needs urgent attention. The direct cause of maternal death includes obstructed labor, hypertensive disorders in pregnancy, hemorrhage infection and complication of unsafe abortions, birth-related complications such as injuries to pelvic muscles, organs, or spinal cords. In fact, 20% of diseases in children below the age of 5 can be traced to poor maternal health during pregnancy, delivery, and after childbirth. The health of mothers play a major role in maintaining healthy children. To reduce maternal deaths to the barest minimum, the United Nations MDG Goals 4 and 5 emphasize the need to improve maternal health and also reduce child mortality rate to 2/3 between 1990 and 2015. The challenge, according to the World Health Organization, is not a lack of technology, but a weak healthcare system for pregnant women.
Maternal and child health remain critical determinants of global national health. Women of childbearing age and the pediatric group constitute a significant and vulnerable segment of the people of Lagos State. We cannot underplay the crucial role that our mothers play in nurturing and the growth of our children and consequently our nation. To this end, we will continue to strive for their utmost comfort and their healthy well-being.
To address these challenges and in line with MDG Goals 4 and 5, the Lagos State government embarked on creating maternal and child care centers across the state. These centers complement the efforts at the state general hospitals. It also eases the access of mothers and children to adequate health care facilities.
Well, you've all been talking about maternal mortality rates, under 5 mortality rates, infant mortality rates. that the fact is that all these rates are so very high in our environment, very high in this country, and to us in Lagos State, those rates for Lagos are totally unacceptable to us. We need to do something about it. It's also in the context of the Millennium Development Goals 4 and 5. That's what prompted us. And by and large, again, the essence is that our goal for the health system is that every Lagosian will have unfettered access to health service, irrespective of any barriers. And in a situation where our mothers and children have nowhere to receive care, that's a barrier, and it's one thing, it's a reflection of our goal that we need to address, and that's what prompted that. And the issue of MCCs, it's just in the context of a larger program the state government has to reduce the high maternal mortality rates and infant mortality rates.
The concept of the centers located in Ikorodu, Badagry, Ekpe, Ajegunle, Ifakojaye, Amuwodofin, Alimosho, Ibejuleki, Surulere is to serve as an avenue to positively impact on the lives of pregnant women and their children, as well as meet the objectives of the Millennium Development Goals.
First of all, we have a policy of government that every local government in this region must have a general hospital. By general hospital, a general hospital is a hospital that provides medical service, surgical service, general surgery, general medicine, obstetric and gynecology, and pediatric service. That is, O&G and pediatric are all maternal and child healthcare services. So there are some local governments that don't even have any healthcare facilities at all. There are some that have facilities that do not have the scope and provide such services. So one major goal was to address that. The other way to specifically address the issue of the huge MC and maternal and child health services. And in the course of brainstorming on providing strategies for this, we actually conducted a study assessing the maternal mortality rates in each local government areas. So those areas that have relatively very, very high rates, coincidentally are the areas where we cited some of these facilities apart from increasing scope. So the idea is to reduce. And what are the causes of these high maternal mortality rates? A major one is that a lot of people do not know where to seek care, and where they go to, they do not get care by skilled people. And three, complications of pregnancy, that of bleeding. Some of these facilities may not have those facilities to deal with those complications. You understand? Another with respect to child care, antenatal care, especially in case of emergency neonatal care, which are factors that affect these high rates. They need to be addressed, and that's why you need to provide facilities where skilled care can be provided, where complications of pregnancy and that kind can also be provided.
So far, Ikorodu, Amuwodofin, Surulere, Isolo, Ifakojaye have since been commissioned and have been functional.
Glory of God, I unveil this plaque to commemorate the commissioning of the Random General Hospital Maternal and Child Care Center by the Surulere. Today, the 2nd day of February 2020.
This facility is a long overdue one because the people of the Randu General Hospital was created in 1964 when the population of Surulere was less than 5,000, and now Surulere put together is well over 1 million, very well over 1 million, and the facility had become so small it could not contain everything. So the breaking down of
the place into two, as in having the maternal care center separate from the proper hospital. I think it's a very welcome development, and it will go a long way in assisting the Surulere environment as a whole in terms of healthcare delivery. And now I think our mothers can have a good hospital where they can be giving specialized treatment, and where they can have safe delivery. And
this edifice will add more beauty to the child care facilities in Lagos State. And this is not the only thing he has been doing in Surulere. This is just one of this kind. We thank God this one will move maternal facility forward in taking care of women and the young ones.
Very lovely. It's an innovation. As in, we love the place. We love the innovation and the whole place. The service was okay. The rooms were okay. Very neat and clean. We love the service.
This administration considers enhanced geographical access to integrated maternal and pediatric services a step in the right direction. The MCC will also serve as an additional referral center to PHC. It should be noted that the concept of integrating service rendition at the 100-bed maternal and child center into existing general hospital structure is born out of the desire to ensure that support services are available to complement the overall provision of qualitative health care to mothers and children. Designed specifically for women and children, the maternal and child care centers, well equipped with modern medical facilities, contain 110 beds each, 2 surgical theaters, 7 consulting rooms, ventilators, ultrasound machine, electrocardiograph, monitors and defibrillators. Also available in these centers are the changing rooms, training and seminar rooms, adjustable delivery beds, infant incubator, radiant warmers and phototherapy units for premature and fragile babies.
This is an added facility which is an important wing of this hospital. The maternity rate in Lagos State has improved because medical has improved. And in the past 3 or 4 years, I know that Lagos State government has laid a lot of emphasis on medical improvement. This hospital, which is a teaching hospital, is one of the best in this country, and it is properly run. They have up-to-date medicine, up-to-date equipment that I have seen myself. I'm not just saying it for saying sake. I have seen them, and I know that they are very up-to-date.
Here in these centers, services provided are antenatal care, labor and delivery care, postnatal care, immunization for children, which includes immunization against diseases like measles, polio, tetanus, tuberculosis, diphtheria, and general pediatric care and others. Until this intervention by government, 37% of deliveries in the country do not occur in health facilities. Thus, the MCC located across the state is expected to encourage pregnant women to patronize these centers for adequate care. This would reduce the number of deaths among pregnant women. The maternal and child care centers responds to the needs of pregnant women in their catchment areas, thereby reducing the numbers of women that die in the process of traveling down to the hospitals during labors.
We now have a high number of people attending antenatal care sessions because the facilities are there. 2, people who require surgical intervention during pregnancy that require cesarean sections, who probably would have died in the course of women that have facilities where to go to provide that. More cases, children being born by cesarean section are being performed in those hospitals now. More children are being born alive. and less of the kids are dying now at birth. And I must say there's still a space for improvement, so to speak. I mean, more staff have been trained on emergency obstetric care, neonatal emergency neonatal care. They are building capabilities to be able to address some of these complications when they do occur, especially when these staff are trained there. So there are positive trends to this. Now, if about the real statistics we can provide to you, but just on a glance, the positive things coming out of some of these facilities.
So I see this new hospital as a welcome development. It's really something we need at this moment. It's very modern, up to date. All the staffs are, how will I put it? Yes, they are all up to date in their methods and everything. You can see everywhere is looking so welcoming. So even when you are sick and once you get here, you know that yes, you are in good hands. You're well taken care of, and that's what has been. I had a very good experience in this hospital. Yes,
the facilities has been wonderful. The doctors are really doing very fine, and the nurses are very friendly, very friendly. They are not harsh on us, and they have been taking very good care of us.
Well, the place is okay. They take good care of us. The nurses, they are doing their work very fine. Both the nurses, the doctor, the attendants, and they take good care of us.
Literally, these centers have brought quality services for the improvement of women and children's health to their doorsteps. This service also complements other maternal and child survival service in the state. It is obvious that safe delivery can be ensured when pregnant women are attended to by skilled medical practitioners. To achieve this, the Lagos State government, through the Ministry of Health in partnership with the DELGS project, designed a unique course in obstetrics and neonatology. The course includes courses in emergency obstetrics care, essential labor ward practice, among others. This training will keep medical practitioners informed on new methods of ensuring safe motherhood. Instructors were brought in from the United Kingdom to train them. Obviously, the Lagos State government is fully prepared to meet the Millennium Development Goals. The government has demonstrated the determination to improve the quality of health care delivery for women and children who are the vulnerable members of the society.
I want more of this, 1 and 2. I would like it that if there is a body that maintains it, because it is maintenance. It is not just about putting something down, it is how to maintain. So if they can put something or a body up to keep on maintaining these facilities, then I hope it will go a long way. Because we used to see government things as is for government, is not mine, so they can treat it anyhow.
In terms of medical treatment, from babies of 0 to 5, make treatments to them to be free, from age 60 and above, free. It's a welcome thing that everybody and every governor should emulate. It's very, very good. It shows that the governor that we have in this state are really carrying the people along. Because when your medical aspect of a state is not okay, then the states are not in safe position. For this, it shows that the government have us in mind. The immunization is free. It's free. Every other thing is free because it's a baby. So, as a citizen of Lagos State, Pashala has really done marvelously well, and I thank God for his life. I gave kudos to him because I'm seeing him now as my own mentor. He's a man that tends not to look at what people say, but he continues doing what he has in mind, and that is one thing we need in Nigeria. You don't listen to anybody. What you have in mind to do it and do it at the right time, and that is what he's doing. In terms of the ambulance, the transport that we take, he has really done well to Lagos.
Well, my experience with the hospital is nice. I enjoy their service, everything. They take care of people the way they should. So that is my experience with them. I've been pretending them before. At least I gave my first child I gave birth to it here. This second one too was here, and I noticed some different things here. New buildings, good environments. Everywhere is becoming neat and good services. I want to give a very big thanks to Fashola, especially for what he's doing and what he's going to do. That he should continue. That God will bless him.
The maternal and child care centers across the state is being strengthened to meet international standards. Delivery care has indeed improved with these centers. Today, pregnant women in Lagos State have access to quality health care delivery.
No, 5 have been built and are working. 2 will soon be commissioned. 2 will soon be commissioned because they are about at 95% completion. The 8th one is at the Bejulek, Etiosa area. That's one is at about 40% completion. In the next 1 or 2 months, the other 2, remaining 2 will be fully functional, making 7. I believe we're told that the one at Etiosa should be ready by the end of this year or early next year. In addition, again, 2 others will be built when we finalize the arrangement between us and the federal government. One will be sited at the General Hospital, the other one at Badagry General Hospital.
For Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration, MCC is a concept with huge benefits. It underscores its determination to ensure safety of lives of Lagosians, with particular reference to the health of mother and child. MCC is another bold statement in responsiveness, governance, and passion for public service.